Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the one you've been waiting for. Our Sunday evening discussion with the wonderful Adwoa Agyemang. We do want to apologize. There was a mix up with the times. That's what happens when British time decides to go into British summertime and leave Ghana 1 hour apart. So I do apologize for the mix up in the times. For those of you that have been waiting for us to go live, we do apologize. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem because we are live now and hasn't been too much of a delay. So before we get started, whether you're watching on LinkedIn, whether you're watching on whether you're watching on LinkedIn, whether you are watching on um, YouTube, Facebook, please do drop a message in the chat. Let us know where you're listening from, so we can, so we can know that you're paying attention to this, so that you're listening to this discussion. It'll be good to hear from you. It'll be good to see who's tuning in today. Adwoa, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Adrian. I'm doing really well. I'm blessed. I'm looking forward to this. Thanks for this opportunity. I do go live, but normally like I'm just by myself talking to camera, and now I've got you to talk to. So
Now you
a
got
little
people
bit
to talk to.
nervous, but I think I should be fine.
It's okay. It's okay. You should. It's okay. It's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all. You should be totally fine. So we just wanna, before we really start this conversation, we just want to give an opportunity for people to join the chat. Drop a message in the chat, drop a like, let us know where you're listening from. We're also going to tell people to join the session live. For those of you who have been waiting for us to go live, we're just gonna quickly just re-communicate to the fact that we are going live, because we did have a mix-up with the timing. So please feel free to join in the session if you are online. If you're if you get the message that we're live, please do join us for this discussion. We do apologize again for the mix-up in the times. Please do let us know that you can hear us, that our sound is working fine, so we can start this discussion. How's the day been going? How's the time been in Ghana? You still in Ghana?
Yes, I'm still in sunny Accra. The day has been great. I mean, Sunday. I don't know how much the sun is shining in British summertime, but here is hot. It's hot. But yeah, the day's been great. I wasn't able to do church in person, but I did church, online, so which was good. And then how we do food, nice omutuo and palm nut soup for lunch. So I'm feeling great. But yeah, it's been really good.
belly food in your belly in hot weather, you can't really beat it, right? You can't really beat it. I mean, I miss the food at the moment. I miss the food in Ghana. Of course, hopefully I should be there in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I mean, the Sunday food, I mean, I think it's tradition in Ghana to after church, lots of people love to go and have lunch, isn't it? And then just tuck in some good food.
Definitely.
It could be the chop bars, it could be it could be just whatever. But yeah, I think there is a tradition of just going to go and get some form of lunch once you've had your church service. And boy, do we have lots of church services in Ghana.
Well, we do.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, we're just waiting for people to join the stream. If you're listening, thank you so much. Please do hit that like button. Please share the stream. Let us know where you're listening from as well. Whether you're watching on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, please do share the stream. Please let us know that you're tuning in, so we can know that people are paying attention. It'd be good to hear from each and every one of you. We are now starting to see that people are joining the stream, which is great. Just wait to get the numbers up a little bit more. But whilst we do that, I think we'll just we're going to kick off our discussion. So Adwoa, please, I don't know if it's okay just to share a quick elevator pitch about your background. I mean, I know there's so many things that you're doing at the moment. It'd be good to get a quick high level overview of just just what you've been up to, over the past few years, and what your current mission is. And of course, we are then going to move into our main discussion of today, is how you guys can all relocate to Ghana successfully and invest in Ghana as well, successfully and safely. So yeah, Adwoa, over to you. Thank you again for joining me today.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. God, now you put me in a hot seat, high level,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so good. I
it's
mean, so it's so thanks again for the opportunity. As I said, I'm really, really
mhm,
grateful. This is
yeah,
actually the first interview I think I'm doing this year. I haven't done any
first interview you're
interviews
doing
this year,
live.
so yeah. Thank
Really?
you guys.
Ah, that's a
Yeah, live.
first.
Live as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yes, first
thanks
time for
for
everything, isn't
inviting
it?
me to do this.
First time for everything.
I
I'm
know,
really pleased
right?
to hear
It's
that.
first time for everything.
First time for everything. First time for everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
so
this
I
is your
mean,
first live stream
it's
going.
you're right.
Sorry.
You're
Yeah.
right.
hmm
Yeah. All
I'm
right,
listening.
cool. So I can go ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
All right, cool. So, yeah, all right. So just kind of just really thinking on top of my head. I mean, for those that don't know me, obviously my name is Adwoa Agyemang. If you've ever met me before, you're just meeting me. I describe myself as the super connector. So,
Yeah.
acting as a connect between the UK, the globe, and Ghana, the continent, and
hmm
I do that through various avenues, whether it's through my my events, the club, the community, the different communities that I've formed over the years,
hmm
including my organization Ghanaian Londoners.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that I do, but I'll kind of wrap it up. But my background is in tourism. I have a background in tourism. I have a background in PR and marketing.
hmm
Um, I used to live in the UK, and obviously I relocated about close to 10 years to
Yeah.
Accra. But now mainly I spend a bit of time in between both countries because I think I want the best of both. And yeah,
Don't we all?
my thing is really yeah, we do, don't we? My core aim is really helping people to see that there's alternatives to how they want to kind of live their lives, and specifically, African diasporans that are looking to, reconnect with the continent. So, I spent
hmm
the last couple of years really trying to provide a platform for people to do that. And now I'm kind of transitioning and moving into doing more like online digital product that just
Okay.
allows people to have access to information. So
Yeah.
hopefully that has kind of given a nutshell.
Yeah, that was a nice little quick elevator pitch. I do love that. It does touch on all the important bits that I think people really need to hear. So thank you for sharing that piece of information, Adwoa. Yeah, I mean, what I want to touch on quickly before we go into some of the comments that we have received during you sharing that information. Or what I want to say is that I think it's quite interesting. I think we're in a very interesting period right now. There's lots of people moving, whether it's Ghana, it could be anywhere in Africa, or even in general. We're going through a period where there's a lot of change. So whether it's people, whether it's the great is it the great resignation? Lots of people quitting their jobs or starting businesses or moving from one job to another, and there's also lots of people that are changing also their destination in terms of they're relocating. They're relocating. Hence today's stream is called Relocation Nation. I mean, so many people are relocating. I had a friend that just moved to Dubai. Was it last week? He was really excited. I've had people who are moving to Ghana. I've had people that have that are relocating to Netherlands. I've had teammates that have relocated to the Netherlands. It's just a lot of relocation happening. Africa or not Africa, lots of relocation. So we're in a very interesting period, and I do want to applaud you that you are using your time spending in both worlds, whether that's Ghana, whether that's in the UK. You're using you're using the experience and maybe your expertise that you've picked up over the years, living in both countries, to help pave the way for those that want to do it and do it well. There are lots of people out there who currently are helping people to relocate, but sometimes they'll spend only a month or two and then they'll come out and they'll say that they are a relocation expert, which I've come across before. But I think the way that you're going about it is really professional. You know, you do have a good track record. I mean, of course, you've had lots of experience in doing it. And I think you're making it easy for people to do it. You're really breaking it down for people. It's not like you're just saying anything out there. Like, you're actually giving people steps that they can take, like actionable steps that they can take. And I do want to applaud you for all of the work that you're doing for the Ghanaian community.
Thank you. That was really, really, really good. And when you said about, those people, I said, oh, you're gonna start, Third World War by saying some people just come a month and then
don't jinx this. Too many
I know
too
what
many
you're
rumors
talking
of a
about,
third
because
world
obviously
war.
your experience.
Yeah, but you're doing a fantastic job. Doing a fantastic job. I mean, obviously you've started the Move to Ghana Club, which we'll probably touch upon in a moment. So yeah, I mean, you just keep it up. We've had Julian tune in as well. So hi Adrian, Adwoa tuned in. Hi Adrian and Adwoa, I think that's what you meant. Tune in from London. Yeah. Thank you so much, Julian. Oh, nice. Wherever you guys are watching, yeah, please do hit the like button. Please do leave a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you have questions for Adwoa, please please drop your questions in the chat, in the comments, whether you're watching on LinkedIn, on YouTube, or on Facebook. Please do get your comments in, your questions for Adwoa, so that she can help and assist you on your journey to investing in the diaspora, your journey to investing or relocating to Ghana or Africa, or maybe even relocating in general. I'm sure there's common patterns and themes that we can spot that can be applied to relocating to almost any kind of country or continent. So yeah, okay, so we have quite a bit to get through, so let's start the main bulk of the conversation, Adwoa. So Move to Ghana Club, I mean, that's quite interesting, because I know you've been, for as long as I've known you, I know you've been running Ghanaian Londoners network for quite some time. And would you say that the Move to Ghana Club, would you say that's something that started on the back of that? And also, what I want to know is, how did you start the Move to Ghana Club? What actually prompted you to start the Move to Ghana Club, apart from the obvious, right? Apart from, of course, your Relocation Coach, and this is another platform that you can create to help people in their relocation, but also, of course, Ghanaian Londoners Network has also helped, that people in that journey. So please, could you share some information? Was there a particular moment that triggered you to kind of start, the Move to Ghana Club? I'm really curious to hear from you.
Sure. Thank you for that question. So the Move to Ghana Club really came about because a lot of the conversations I have, obviously when I'm in between both countries, it's a lot of people asking how can you do it, like how is it like, but majority of it was coming from women. So the Move to Ghana Club is specifically designed for women that tend to ask a lot more questions. I think men, you're more like, I'm going to go and just kind of work it out, right? You do ask questions, but you don't ask as much.
Yeah, we want to just we want to just wing it, don't we? We want to wing it and just be egoistic and say, we don't need anything, we don't need this, we can do it, trial and error. That's what we like to do with it. You give us a manual, we'll throw the manual, we'll just be like, trial and error. That's what we're like. That's how we're wired.
Exactly. Exactly. But I had a lot of women approach me, and even through doing the Ghanaian Londoners event, a lot of our conversations was around relocating, going to do business in Ghana, and a lot of the inquiries were with women saying, I'm planning to relocate in the next year, I'm planning to do it in the next 5 years, but how do I go about where to find a job, how do I do education? And interestingly, it cuts across. It's not just people of Ghanaian descent. In the club now we have Caribbean descent, we've got a Zimbabwean, so there's a lot of people that are moving to Ghana. So literally it's a club that looks at how best I can share my knowledge, my information, and access to my contacts, and then as well as everybody else having been there as an empowering group of women that support each other and urges each other on to go forth to achieve their ultimate goal of relocating or doing business in Ghana. So that was really what kind of sparked it off.
That's quite interesting. I find that very interesting information that it's the women that's more uh curious in terms of like wanting to learn more or understand a bit deeper in terms of like how do I figure out this relocation stuff, whereas the men, like you said, maybe the men are a bit more like we don't need any kind of assistance, we can kind of work out ourselves. But I think it's important, man or woman, like to really be honest and to if you don't if you feel like it's one thing thinking that but there's another thing hearing from someone who's already done it and being sensible enough to ask them like, okay, look, I've never done this before, but could you help me? And it's not something to be ashamed of. Like, if you generally need help in any kind of area, it should be a thing where you're honest enough to approach someone for help. I mean, we all need help, no matter what situation or background that we're from. We all need some form of help. So I find it very interesting that women are the main kind of audience for your Move to Ghana Club. Have you had men inquire about it as well?
Sure, I have. I mean, I do get inquiries from men from time to time, but I think with men, from my experience, they tend to kind of have an idea or sort of an idea of what they want to do, so they ask like specific questions. Whereas sometimes some women don't really have an idea of what they want to do, so they want to kind of get a full overview of what's happening, so then they can decide which one will suit them best.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So so it's still like women are kind of like the main, interest in the Move to Ghana Club rather than men.
Sure. I mean, and even with when we do our Ghanaian Londoners event, I mean, probably 70% are women in the room. Tends to be, we love the 30% of men that come, but whenever you look at like the ratio. I mean, and you were at our last event in
I was,
March.
lots of women. Even looking back at the pictures, it's just like I'm like one or two out of. I think in general, like whether it's like going to church or going to I don't know, like lots of events, you tend to see women more than men. I think. I guess it depends what kind of event it is. It could be a concert, church service. You tend to see women more than men, which is usually like a general thing. But yeah, this is exciting stuff, and this is quite new. You launched it this year, the Move to Ghana Club.
Yes, very, very fresh. I mean, we launched it just in March, so it's like barely like a month old. And we're just kind of just taking our time to build it up, and it's exciting. It's exciting the different reasons why people want to go, and the kind of preparation people are putting in to kind of get ready to go. And just the fact that there are some in the club that have like a long-term plan, like 10 years plan, but they kind of want to start building the blocks in terms of getting understanding, the networks that they need, and just making sure that they're better prepared when they eventually do the big jump. So yeah, it's exciting times, I think.
No, I think it's needed. It's needed. It's been interesting to see how other people have approached the relocation thing. I mean, people have written books. Of course, we're going to talk about your book shortly in terms of how to move to Ghana and the 10 kind of actionable steps that people should take. People have written books, people have done videos, people have done courses. I mean, I know you've done some courses as well. People have done workshops. They've started Instagram pages dedicated to that. So it's been quite interesting to see how different people have approached the whole Move to Ghana thing, and it's starting to become more of a trend. But there's not many people that do it and do it really well, which is why I applaud you. So for those that don't know what the Move to Ghana Club is, please break it down for the audience. It's a membership model, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you. So the Move to Ghana Club is a membership subscription platform where a group of women come together who are serious about either relocating or investing in Ghana. And for now, our structure is very simple. What we do is we get together on a monthly basis, what we call our Q&A session, and sometimes we would have a guest speaker as well, just the women just talking and getting to know each other and networking with each other. So that's one thing. If if you are to join, that's what you benefit from. We also do what we call our daily and weekly tips. So it could be anything from how to build a network remotely, and even if you're abroad, how to kind of begin to build a network in Ghana and kind of tap into it when you get on the ground, how to even understand the psyche of how the Ghanaian thinks, right? Because it's so important that I always explain to people that, you know, our culture is so intertwined with the way we do things. It doesn't even matter if you go to, you know, a top office where you're expected to be super corporate. If you don't understand the dynamics of how the culture fits in, you will find yourself wanting, you know. And you know, the importance of you know, building relationships, because I say to people, listen, Ghanaians don't tend to regard time, they regard relationships. So if you have a relationship with somebody, then depending on what you're getting done, it will get done, right? It will get done. Importance of, you know, understanding all of that, and also just really helping people to what we call do plan pathway to success. So when you join the club, we look at where you are now and then how long you want to kind of take before you relocate, and then, you know, we help you to build, you know, a plan and work on that, you know, on a daily basis, monthly basis, until, you know, it happens. We also plug them into both my other networks. So, you know, we have Ghanaian Londoners and Accra Konnect.
So, look at the value you're bringing.
I'm telling you,
right? Come on now. This is exciting. Makes me want to join it now. Yeah. Fantastic.
I'll make you an honorary member.
Oh no, don't be. No, I can't. I don't know if I could have the honor of doing that. I don't know. Adwoa, this is fantastic stuff, and we're seeing lots of reactions from the audience as well, and lots of comments and questions have started to come in, which is great. For those of you who just tuned in, those of you listening, thank you for listening. Please hit that like button, that heart button, that shock button. I'm seeing people are, you know, giving some reactions, showing us some love. So please do, whether you're listening on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, please hit that like button, share it, leave a comment, leave a question, so this content can get out to more people who need to move to Ghana, who need to join the Move to Ghana Club, who need to relocate, who need to invest in Ghana, which we're going to talk about soon. We've just been discussing the Move to Ghana Club by Adwoa. As you can see on the screen, if you guys want to join Move to Ghana Club, the link is on the chat. Also, if you're watching on YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook, if you check the links below in the description, you will have all of the links where you can connect with Adwoa, and she can share more about everything that we're going to talk about today. Before you go into the questions and the comments that start to come in, which is great, Adwoa, because we did start a little bit late. So I do apologize for those that you have been waiting. I don't want to say this is fantastic. I mean, this is what I was saying. Like, you really go into detail. Like, this is like a mastermind. If anything, this is like a mastermind. Like, it, you know, you're not only you adding value, you're helping people. You're going to help them until they actually successfully move and maybe invest, which is fantastic. And you're even giving them access to your networks. You know, Accra, Konnect, Ghanaian Londoners, and this is just so much value. So I think for those of you who are looking to relocate or invest in Ghana, like, this is a no-brainer. I mean, prices start from, is it what's the pricing starting from? I think it's quite reasonable, isn't it?
It's just a cool £25 per month. Just join us.
Cool 25.
And if you sign up for 6 months, I like that. If you sign up for 6 months, there's like a huge discount. If you sign up for the whole year, there's a massive discount. So
there you go. It's a no-brainer.
It's honestly, I say it's good because I wish I had that. You know, when I was ready to kind of make the jump. But
you hear that, guys? Yeah, you heard that. So for those of you that go to Ghana and like to spend money, I mean, just sacrifice maybe one night out, one night out, one wache, one meal at what are these restaurants called? One night out, and you paid for Move to Ghana Club. One night, that's it. Bad cool pet, just one. That's all you need. So please, guys,
your tree has come.
So taking 3 lessons. Yeah. All right. Let's jump into the comments and the questions. Please do keep it coming, guys. Nice. Alison Moore says, good evening, or viewing from London. Thank you, Alison, for tuning in. Those of you that tuned in, please let us know where you're tuning in from, etc. Show us some love. Rahel, okay, actually, Santawa, thank you for tuning in. Women have to also think about other things such as childcare and schools. We need more information. Does Move to Ghana Club deal with that as well? And your book, does the book deal with that as well?
Sure.
Excellent.
Sure.
Excellent.
No, to some extent. So the book has a second edition that would deal with all of that. So
okay.
The first edition
we have a sequel
is
coming.
quite
We have a
open to
sequel
all.
coming. We have a sequel coming.
We do.
Exclusive. Exclusive. Hello. Exclusive. Where's my sound bar today? Where's my sound bar? Where is it? Where's my sound? Nah. Actually, you know what? Let's leave it. Let me not get too excited. Yeah, thank you for your comment to Santa. And she also follows up by saying, Adwoa, your series on looking for a job is powerful, as it also gives many people confidence that they can work in Ghana. And so whilst it's brilliant to start a business, not everyone is an entrepreneur. So this was a great addition. Well done. Thank you, Asantua, for that comment. And well done to you, Adwoa.
Oh, Asantua, you're so kind to me, Asantua.
So that is Asantua. She leads Accra Konnect in Accra. And of course, she's part of the Ghanaian Londoners network team. Thank you for showing love for Asantua. James says Adwoa is an inspiration, Chale. Thank you, James. She is an inspiration.
Oh, wow, James. Thank you.
Yeah. Rexford says first time joining. Thank you for tuning in, Rexford. Please, if you have any questions for Adwoa in terms of relocating and investing in Ghana, please get it in the chat. Rahel says listening from Toronto, Canada. Thank you so much for showing us love, Rahel. Hopefully you get some value from tonight's session. Please do leave us any questions. Then we have Kesawa says Los Angeles, California. This is an international audience. This is what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're here for, right? You know, the global citizens of Accra, the global diasporan, and the you know, people who are interested in Ghana. You know, this is what we're here for. So thank you, Kesawa, for tuning in. I hope I pronounced your name well. I think we've had one or two questions come in. So Rahel says, where can we get more information? So I guess in terms of where you can get more information, we do have some links in the description below. So if you like to check the links below, there are some more information. But also, Adwoa, I don't know, do you have, you know, any places that you want to send people to if they want more information on maybe the Move to Ghana Club, or they want more information on your book, etc., which we're going to go into in a moment? Apart from the link on the screen.
Yes, because I think that link really points everybody there. But you know, easily just Google me, connect with me. You find links in my Instagram. I think I've got a link tree in there that kind of lists everything that, you know, I've done. If you find myself at Agyemang anywhere, will lead you to me. You can inbox me, send me an email. I'm on LinkedIn. Look out for me, Adwoa Agyemang, Super Connector. You find me and just get in touch, and I'll be happy to point you in the right direction as to any of my resources that, you know, you want to kind of tap into.
We are going to put the link tree in the chat, guys. So for those who want to connect with Adwoa, I've just dropped the link tree link in the chat. That's a super link. So fantastic. You know, whether you're LinkedIn, when you're watching the LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, that should send you there, ladies and gentlemen. That should send you there, ladies and gentlemen. So let's keep this discussion going. For those of you that have any questions, you know, please do drop in the chat. We're going to continue on with the discussion with Adwoa. What we're going to do is we're going to take a very, you know, a few seconds break. But when we come back, we are going to continue with this. We're going to talk about your new book, and then we're going to officially open a Q&A session. But those of you that have questions, please do get in so that we can continue this conversation with Adwoa. We'll be right back in just a moment. Thank you, guys. Just hold on for a few seconds. Hey guys, this is Adrian with a quick message from our brand new sponsors, Ice Cream and Ting. So, are you a foodie in the UK that finds dessert options on food delivery apps a little bit basic and uninspiring? Well, you need to get yourself some Ice Cream and Ting ice cream and indulge yourself today. They make small batch ice cream tubs with flavors that are rich and inspired by the African continent and the Caribbean. So, what are you waiting for? Get some luxury ice cream ordered straight to your door by heading over to icecreamandting.com and enjoy this experience like I am today. Thank you very much. Now back to the episode. Okay, that's Ice Cream and Ting, guys. That's Sound of Accra podcast current sponsor. If you are in the UK and you like to enjoy some ice cream inspired by flavors from the African and the Caribbean continent, head over to icecreamandting.com and they will ship straight to your door. I've enjoyed the plantain flavor, I've enjoyed the avocado, strawberry, and I've enjoyed popcorn and peanut coffee. They've got so many flavors out
Ooh,
there.
you're
Very,
enjoying
very
it by
good. Do you
yourself.
like ice cream? I've enjoyed with my
Yeah,
friends and my family and myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone around me. Everyone around me. I do have to get some ice cream over to you. I do need
sounds
to.
good.
I mean,
Sounds good. I can't
yeah.
wait to try it when I'm back in London.
I I know, right? I mean, I have been on their back and they've done such a great job. So yeah, icecreamandting.com, guys. You like ice cream, Edra? You like ice cream?
I do, I do, I do. On a hot summer's day, an ice cream is definitely
Mm,
what you need, and I like the flavors that you're talking about. So yeah, I can't wait to try it.
yeah. Excellent. Okay, that's icecreamandting.com. So yep, guys. So again, I've got the link tree on the I'm gonna have it on the bottom of the screen. So yeah, you guys can connect with Adwoa there. So yeah, so that's her link tree that's on the screen right now. But yeah, let's continue the discussion. If you guys have any questions, please do get them in. But okay, so okay, Asantua says, agent, send me some white. Okay, cool. When you're in London, give me a shout and we'll get some over to you. Okay, because I don't think you're in London right now from when I last spoke to you. Okay, let's continue. We do have a few comments and questions, so I do want to actually give that a bit of priority. Um,
Mhm.
Rahel says, "Are you still looking for founding members for Move to Ghana Club, or when all
Sure,
the
sure,
Ghanaians
sure. Since she's
in
asked,
London? Is
although
that
we
what?"
closed the that date for you, but if she wants to join as a founder member, we'll definitely gladly give her that opportunity to be. So definitely, she's
Ah,
definitely
how
welcome
wonderful!
to join us as a founder member. She'll get the
How
badge.
how wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? And then Alison says, one of the original Move to Ghana Club members, this platform, excellent value for money. Adra offers so much more. It's easy to share your vision, very practical and easy to action tips. Very excellent stuff, Adra. Very excellent
Oh,
stuff.
Alison, yeah, Alison is a founder member, so yeah, she's great. She's
Wonderful.
great.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. And Rexford says, I love to do business, but really confused of the choice of business. Needs help. This probably could be a great segue into the book. So, of course, I know you launched the book, Adra, recently called Move to Ghana ebook 10 Practical Ways to Relocate to the Motherland. Once again, congratulations. I know you've been sharing some testimonials, on the socials, and also you've been getting some press in Ghana, which is great. So yeah, just talk us through the book, what people can expect, and how people have been receiving the book so far.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much. So I did like a print copy just for my
Mm.
own. So I'm happy to kind
Yeah.
of show it off. But it's good that you asked about the book and how it has been received and how it came about and everything. So I mean, let me tell you a little story, which is obviously in the book as well. But about 3 years ago, oh, probably more, but 3 years
Hmm.
ago specifically, and it happens actually to be exactly 3 years ago. I did an event called 10 Practical Ways to Move to Ghana. And
Oh wow,
back
this
in
was actually an
London,
event.
yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
was actually an event. So,
Wow.
and the reason why the event came up was I was having a lot of conversations, as I do, with a lot of people
Hmm.
asking, how do we do it? How do we do it? And so back 3 years ago, I was thinking about the different ways that I had used and other people that had used to kind of move into Ghana. And
Mm.
based on my network, I actually invited nine people to form a panelist to share how they have used some of the ways that I had identified in the book. And so we got together in central London. These nine
Wow.
speakers shared, exactly as I'd envisaged, gave a lot of insights and everything. So that was like 3 years ago. So three
Okay.
years later, I thought, you know what? I mean, back then, I think the event took place on the 16th of May,
Okay. Wow. You even remember the exact.
2019.
This is almost. Wow. This is almost 3 years. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like it's fate that I did this live stream, right? Because tomorrow is
yeah,
16th of
yeah,
May, isn't it? You know. Hit the like
yeah,
button
it
if you
is.
just heard that. This is really good stuff here. Wow. This is some fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Yeah. I'll let you continue.
It is. It is. It is. Um, so I mean, back then, the idea was sown to kind of write this book. And literally, I think for me, it's to kind of help people that want to do something, want to relocate, invest, but are not too sure how to go about it.
Makes
And if you
sense.
know me, I'm quite practical. I'm like, listen, there are different ways. Don't overcomplicate it. You know, how you think you can make the transition just for right. So I will 10 practical ways that you can actually, make the move. And I think you can relate to it because one of the ways it's that's really how you make one of the ways that you make the move. You visit on a regular basis, and you visit as somebody that intends to live in the country, not as a tourist.
Yeah.
Because those are two different lifestyles. If you visit as somebody that wants to live, then your perception of how you see things and the questions you ask is a bit more different than when you're in the country for like 2 weeks and you're holidaying and you're going to all the nice places, right?
Yes, it's different. Yeah.
So if you visit with the intent to live, you would want to kind of check out, neighborhoods that you want to live. When it rains, I mean, it rained like a couple of days in Accra, parts of Accra got flooded, right? You want to be like, you want to get insights on those kind of things. I remember when I first relocated to Accra, my car got stuck in my own compound because we hadn't, put concrete. Yes, I tried to move my car, and my car just gets stuck in the mat.
No way, it was a dirt road, and then the rain came, and then it was a dirt road that your car was on, and then the rain came.
Yeah.
In your compound. Wow. So you hadn't plastered, you hadn't plastered or tiled or whatever to the wow.
Yes.
Wow.
We had it, and basically,
that's insane.
You know how our crowd works. You have to call the neighbors, right? You have to call the neighbors, get some men to lift up my tie and just kind of just push my car out.
Yeah.
But these are the daily realities. Yes, you know. So these are like some of the daily realities that one that wants to kind of relocate must bear in mind. But I would say that relocating, do it on your own terms. It depends on the kind of life you want to live, right? The life you want to live, then you draw up a budget for that kind of life you want to live. So it's not one size fit all. It's a size that fits you. Basically, so the book just kind of gives nuggets.
Yeah.
I love that. The book just gives nuggets on different routes that you can take. If you're the type of person, for example, the book covers how to get a job. So I understand that some people are not as adventurous as some of us who just got up and came. But you would want to take your time and find a job. So it gives you insights on how to look for the job. How to prepare for even interviews, how to shape your CV so your CV has like a local appeal. There's a language to how you go about all of these things, and the book kind of covers all of these juices inside.
Okay. And
I love the way you're reacting to it, by the way.
I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. I actually enjoy it. And how does the job part of the book compare to the course? Because you got a course and you got the a segment in the book. Is the whole idea for people that want to go deep in the job segment to go off and do the course after reading the book?
That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. You're 100% correct, because the course is a much more broader bit where it kind of shows you step by step of how to go about it, how to connect to people. Even if you don't know the kind of companies to approach, I give you access to a list of companies that you can potentially approach, and the various places that you need to kind of go, and people that you need to kind of speak to find out vacancies. Because I even give you an example. As I'm sitting here, there are like job opening vacancies that have not even been advertised, but because I'm in a certain network, it's been sent to me. So really kind of giving people insight into how they go into these networks and how they get to hear about, jobs and how to kind of prepare for it. So yeah, it's good that you mentioned the course. So, how to find a job in Ghana for job seekers in the diaspora.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there is no job seekers. There's no job center in Ghana, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to, take Adwoa's advice and let her show you the ropes, because it is a jungle out there. No pun intended. It is a jungle out there. So yeah, we've had some comments come in. Rexford says, "What is the title of the book, and how do I get it too?" So Rexford, the title of the book is "A Move to Ghana: 10 Practical Ways to Relocate to the Motherland" by Adwoa Agyemang. I pronounced the name right. I'm pretty sure I did, because I think one of my head teachers in Ghana was referred to as Agyemang as well in Morning Star. So, yeah, that's the same surname, I believe. So I've put what I'm going to do for you guys, just for you guys, our wonderful global citizens of Accra, wonderful community, is I'm going to put the name of the book in the chat, and I'm also going to put a link on the chat as well. I'm also going to put it on the screen as well. So for those of you who want to grab a copy of Adwoa's book, please, it's on the screen right now. $10 will get you the book. Pretty much, more or less $10 will get you the book. And yeah, I mean, you really can't go wrong with that investment. So yeah, please do sacrifice one nice drink for Adwoa's book. You know, your ROI will be better than that Coke or that that cocktail, that mocktail that you're looking to spend in Ghana. So yeah, please do support the sister and grab a copy of the book if you're looking to relocate and invest. So I know our time is starting to run out, Adwoa. I don't know how much more time you can spare. Yeah, it's starting to run out already. I mean, I don't know if you have maybe 5-10 minutes extra to spare for the audience, or you have to jump off in a few minutes.
No worries. Let's see how it goes. I mean, happy to spend a bit more time.
That's fine. Okay, we'll keep this going for a bit more time, because we did start the live stream a little bit late. So I do apologize due to time mix up. That was my own fault. Can you imagine? So let's go into the comments and the questions. So again, please, what's the title of the book? So we got it, so I can get it too. So the title of the book, once again, I've put it in the chat. It's called "Move to Ghana: 10 Practical Ways to Relocate to the Motherland" by Adwoa Agyemang. And then Asantewaa says, "Adwoa, you can scratch the surface with regarding your services that people can tap into. Very often we arrive without a plan, but we have big dreams. What are some of the things you assist with? Please elaborate on this for us." Thank you for the question, Asantewaa.
Asantewaa, thank you. Asantewaa, my girl. So myself and Asantewaa actually works together. We help people land and find their feet in Accra through our network platform called Accra Konnect. So the services, it could be anything from when you begin to do your research and you want to kind of understand how, where to even rent a property if that's applicable to you, how to go even about applying for a Ghana card if that's something that you're of interest, which banks to even open, a good bank to open an account with, because you want to make sure that you're in the good hands, that kind of stuff. We can hold your hand and actually open doors for you. So you want to go and see any government ministry or any government, body, we're good at hand, holding your hand and just taking you and just like introducing you to whoever you need to kind of meet in Accra, and to things like finding accommodation. So anything that you need help with, that covers your whole spectrum of either doing business or coming to live in Ghana. We can help you with that. So as I said, I work with a team which Asantewaa is part of. So I know she's trying to get me to plug, our services.
Fantastic. So yeah, once again, guys, on the screen is the link if you want to go off and buy the book. I've also dropped it in the live chat as well, for those of you who are watching. The book, I'm sure people can get a lot of value from. I mean, look out for the bonus chapter where it shows you how to meet the president. I'm joking, but make sure you go and get that book. I'm sure there's some hidden gems and secrets that Adwoa shared with everyone. So make sure you get a copy of the book. So yeah, we're going to keep this going for a little bit longer, guys. Thank you for watching. Once again, please hit the like button. Please get any questions that you have for Adwoa before we start to, as we're in the final part of this stream. Get your final comments, your final questions in for those of you who are watching, and I should be more than happy to answer them. So Adwoa, so far we've discussed, relocating to Ghana. We've discussed your book. We've discussed Move to Ghana. We've discussed, a little bit about yourself. So in terms of investing, of course, that's something that you've got some experience with. What investment opportunities would you say are out there for those that want to invest and move to Ghana? And are there any current ones that you like to share? Any tips as well?
Sure. No, thanks for that question. I think Rexford, I believe, asked a question around business, so hopefully this will cover for him as well. But just to say that there's actually a whole chapter that talks about starting a business in Ghana and investing in Ghana in the book. So I cite a lot of examples and the different investment opportunities that you can tap into and how to go about it. So please make sure you grab a copy of the book and to get more insights in that. But I'm happy to obviously also share more on this platform. So in terms of investing in Ghana, there's so many different opportunities, depending on the type of investor you want to be, if you want to be, hands-on or hands-off. So a quick example of, hands-off is real estate, right? There are lots of real estate developers that allows you to buy properties from them where they can manage it for you, find tenants for you, and you just sit in the diaspora and then just get your money, right? And with that, I always advise that if you're going to go down the property investment route, then make sure you get a property that is in a prime location, because prime location fetches you the top dollar if you can afford it. If you can't, not to worry, you can still get affordable a bit outside of the city center, and that you could easily rent out to local Ghanaians, where you be earning your cedi, not necessarily your dollar or your pound. With that as
inflation,
well,
e-levy, inflation right now.
I'll tell you that there's so much, right? But with that as well, those that also are based in the diaspora that want access to finance, there are banks in Ghana that offer diaspora loans. Of course, the interest rate is a bit higher, but if you don't have any money, but you're working in the diaspora, I think one of the banks kind of quoted that you need to kind of earn a little bit above £2,000 or £2,500, one of them anyway. But happy to share the information once you get in touch. But that's the thing, you can leverage on your work and your pay slips and information based on the diaspora to actually get a mortgage in Ghana and start to invest in real estate. They also help you to even I think buy land or build as well. So there's so much opportunities for people that want to kind of get into the real estate angle. Different ways to option to that. I know there's one of the companies that's recently introduced the hotel accommodation, sort of apartment accommodation sort of investment. So with that, you invest for a period of time. You get 14 days free to kind of stay in this apartment. At the investment period, you get your money withdrawn back plus all the interest that you have kind of made, and that's also something that is available for those that kind of want to do that. So at least in the real estate, there are opportunities in there in regards to what we call the digital farmer. So if you're somebody that also wants to do a hands-off, there's opportunity for you to get involved in agribusiness, which is actually an industry that the government is doing a lot of investment in, and there's a lot of private entities. There's a lot of private entities that I've got platforms for you to become a digital farmer. So you buy some you invest in what we call the farming cycle. There's you can earn I think between 15 to 30%. It just really depends. Obviously there's a risk to all this investment. You've got to do your own research. Always. But
seek a financial
just sit there and your money can just work for you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not guaranteeing.
I was waiting for you to make that disclaimer.
But there is, people are enjoying it. People are enjoying those kind of investment. And then the last one I think that it's safe. I would say is even starting off with investing in treasury bills, right? Buying some treasury bills. It returns might not be great, but it just kind of gets you understanding, how to invest in Ghana, how money works, what kind of affects your investment. So treasury bills, or even buying government bonds, so literally lending to the government, that tends to be more of a long-term investment. So you have like a 3-year bond, or 5-year bond, and there's lots of regulation around this as well. So if you're going to go into that, make sure you buy from a registered broker that's recognized by the regulatory body that looks after the financial companies. And you can start your journey that way. So I think I've highlighted at least 3, but there's loads more that depend on where you want to kind of go into.
There's loads more. There's loads more out there. I mean, there's loads more out there. Of course, if you want more, of course, holla at Adwoa, go and purchase the book. We'll put the link in the on the screen if you want to purchase the book. Where is the link? There we go. That's the link if you want to purchase the book. I've also noticed some people have put it in the LinkedIn chat, because I've noticed it didn't show up on LinkedIn. So thank you, Kesawa, for doing that. You mentioned a lot of gems. I think that's lots of opportunity. So what you've shared is being able to obviously buying a property and handing it over to a letting agent who can rent it out to anybody that's in Ghana. And to be honest, the ROI in Ghana is going to be higher than ROIs in maybe the UK, the US. In Ghana, you could be looking at maybe 12% upwards, whereas in the UK, maybe starts from about maybe 5%, maybe 3 to 5% upwards. So, much bigger ROI if you're going to rent out your property on a long-term basis. You also mentioned short-term lets, I believe. So, service accommodation, so renting out your property by the night rather than renting it out, yearly or monthly, whatever it is. That's a hot opportunity, especially during the holiday period. Especially during Christmas, people are shopping. They're shopping seeker. There's lots of money coming in. There was even a article. I can't remember who did this article, but I think the amount of I think the occupancy rate of service accommodation in Ghana, I think even from November right to up to January was about, I think it was the 90 something percent, which is astronomically high compared to any other place in the world. Honestly, like that's just like you'll find out that when you're trying to get a short-term net property in December, unless you've done it in advance, unless you know someone, Chale, you are in deep trouble. You're in deep trouble. You're sleeping with the you're sleeping with the goats outside if you do not secure, a short let property if you do not secure in December time. So so it's very, very important. And then you mentioned, of course, investing through the government and bonds and stuff like that. And then of course you mentioned agriculture. So shout out to Farmerline, shout out to Growth for Me. I think these are some agri tech businesses out there who help farmers and help people to invest in agriculture who necessarily may need some help in that area, if that makes sense. So these are very interesting points. But once again, guys, if you do want to learn more opportunities and learn more ways to invest in Ghana and to relocate, please check out Adwoa's book. The link is on the screen. You can take a screenshot or pause this video. You can go back and replay this on any platform you're watching this video on, and you can get all of the information that we shared from today's episode. Let's have a look at the comments. Let's see what people have shared so far. Amwa says, I am Amwa Obing Emmanuel. Good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us tonight. He says, I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm enjoying this too. Thank you for tuning in. Mahawa says, good evening. Good evening to you, Mahawa. Mahawa was on season 1 of the Sound of Accra podcast.
Oh, nice.
Mumpreneur relocates to Ghana. That's the episode. Go check it out. That was a really good conversation I had with Mahal. I hope you're doing well. We still need to meet. I was in Accra. I said let's meet, but you've been busy. It's all good. Alison says, okay, Ella, of course she was probably laughing. And then positively Dia, I hope I pronounced the name properly, says happy Sunday. Lydia Joyce tuning in from Orlando, Florida. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this international audience showing up for you.
Amazing.
Showing up for you. Just for you. Yeah, not for me. For you.
Nice.
For you. Yeah.
Nice.
For
Love,
you. Yeah.
love.
Fatima Fido says good evening to you, Fatima. Yeah, looking forward to having a chat with you sometime soon. Yeah, so guys, and we're starting to bring this to a close. If you have any final questions, please. Oh, Seattle, look at that. Look, very international audience. We got lots of Americans in the house. Those of you who have any final questions, please do drop it in. She says, thank you for doing this. Looking to soon relocate to Ghana. So you know what that means, right? You got to get Adwoa's book. So we're going to put that on the screen. That's going to tick on the bottom of the screen. For those of you who want to grab Adwoa's book, please head to that link that's on the screen right now, and you'll be able to get her book. Adwoa, final. We're going to finish off this final bit. What warnings would you give to those that want to relocate to Ghana in terms of any pitfalls that people should look out for? I asked this to to maybe one or two guests on season 3. Asked this to Darren Bond on the season 3 finale, and of course he really let people have it. So over to you. Our super relocation coach. Over to you, madam.
I'm sure I can't beat Darren.
Maybe you guys are on the same level. I mean, maybe he spent 12 years. I'm sure you spent quite a number of years as well. I mean, you're probably on the same level. You're probably in the same level, you know?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, okay. I think we can talk for days on some of the pitfalls to avoid, but I think on top of my list is about research, right? So a lot of people fail to do proper research and they just want to kind of just get to Ghana and just wing it. It doesn't happen that way. It's so difficult to get to Ghana and just wing it, especially if you don't understand the dynamics, if you have some pre-assumptions about how life is going to be like. And so it's so important that you kind of take your time to do your research. And that kind of leads me to my next point is about finances. They get the finances wrong. It's expensive in Ghana. Like, yeah, you might have the pounds, you might have the dollar, you might have the euros, but by the time you melt, it's over. Like, it's over. Like, your expenditure is different dynamic altogether.
Yeah.
So, decide on the type of life you want to live, first of all. And make sure you're able to have a finance structure, a budget that kind of suit that lifestyle. And this next one is specifically for people that have Ghana heritage. That not to kind of think that you will not get culture shock or it all, right? You're born to Ghanaian parents in the diaspora doesn't mean that you know Ghana. Right. So just be mindful of that and kind of take off that lens, your diaspora lens, and really come with an open eyes, open ears, open heart to kind of learn and just kind of absorb the information. Because if you come with I'm Ghanaian or I know how Ghana is, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. And you don't want that kind of shock system. So I would say that if you want to move, I mean, one last thing I'll end off with is that visit as much as you can. Don't just do one visit and just do a move. Like, visit different seasons, right? Because you might just be coming and enjoying the hot summer when the rainy season is a different ball game, like altogether, right? Hamatan also has his own like issues. So you want to make sure that you don't fall into the habit of just coming summer and just relocating in the summer. Like anyways, like Charlie, when the light starts going off, like if you don't have the budget to
tell them,
a gen set,
tell them,
light starts going off.
Tell them.
Like today, I've had like about 3-4 lights off.
Wow. This is serious.
So I was just praying the light will not go off. So
ECG,
have this conversation.
We need a conversation. ECG, we need to have a conversation. I know someone that works there. I'm gonna have to ask him what is going on. But yes. Those are fantastic tips that you shared, Adwoa. So you mentioned doing your research, doing due diligence. You mentioned budgeting well. You mentioned visiting off season, not just when it's popular, when it's summer, when it's Christmas, when Ghana's popping. Visit in the worst possible periods, in the Hamatan, just visit in the worst possible periods so that what the worst case scenario and the best case scenario is for Ghana, so you can understand Ghana in all seasons, all shapes and sizes. So that's some fantastic advice. Of course, if you guys want more advice, you better get that book. You better head over to the link on the screen right now, or you can check out all of Adwoa's links on the link that's moving on the screen right now. That's where you can get all of the links in the books that Adwoa has written. She's she's announced she's got a sequel of this book on the way as well. So those of you that have bought this book, I'm really sorry. You're gonna need to invest a bit more money to get the other one, okay? But it's fine, because the other one, the first book, is more worth than the investment, so that you're gonna go and get the other one. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Adwoa. Thank you for joining us today. Dia says, will there be a replay? Yes, there will. Dia. So if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, as soon as this live stream is ending, which is going to end in a few minutes, you'll be able to watch it straight away, instantly from the start. So you'll be able to catch up on all of the gems and the wisdom and the jokes that was shared from the beginning of the stream. Okay. Yeah, that's it, guys. Any final comments, any announcements that you have, Adwoa? Any final words of wisdom you want to leave the audience with?
Sure. No, thanks for this opportunity. I want to really thank you, because you've been amazing actually approaching me to have this conversation. I don't tend to have a lot of this conversation. Like, if I'm not hosting my own events and all of that, then I'm not really
thank you.
one to catch me doing interviews and stuff. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
And
just to kind of just say to people that, yeah, if you're looking to relocate, please connect with me. I do consultancy, one-offs or long-term consultancy, where I can just help you if it's just information that you need me to kind of pinpoint your hand, and just kind of just say this is where you can find it. Feel free to connect with us. And yeah, if you're in London, do check out Ghanaian Londoners. And then yeah, if you're planning to come to Accra, do check out Accra Konnect, which, Adrian, you have been to both events. I mean, you're like definitely
I love
a connector.
I love it. I was sold.
Between,
I was sold, man.
and London, right?
Yo, I was sold when I came to Accra Konnect. Not Accra Konnect. So when I came to Ghanaian Londoners first, I was sold. I was like, I'm going to the next one in Ghana. So I met Asante while he hosts the Accra Konnect one, and yeah, I think it's a really good idea. And for me, I've always loved networking. I've been networking for years and years and years. I just love it. There's so many benefits to it. Even my podcast is a form of networking. So for those of you that don't have a podcast, we'll recommend starting one. But that's the link on the screen. For those of you who want to learn more about the Ghanaian Londoners Network, it's on the screen. Feel free to go and check them out. I think we did the Ghanaian Independence one. That's the last event that you did, isn't it?
Yes. In 6th of March. It was the actual day. We had a lovely time, didn't we? The brunch, lunch, yeah.
Yeah, the brunch. Yeah, it was lovely.
Really, really nice. It was very posh. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Mayfair, very posh. Yeah, it doesn't get more posh than that. Yeah, this is wonderful. So
I enjoyed that.
There you have it, guys. You have all the links on the screen. Please do check out the links in the description, and you can connect with Adwoa. And go get her book. Again, links on the bottom of the screen. And just give her some, show her some love. Give her a testimonial once you've read it. Reach out to her if you want to reach out to her for any other services, one-on-one consultation, or you want to learn more about what she's doing here in the UK or in Ghana. Just reach out to her. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much. I appreciate whatever you guys are doing. Much appreciated. And yeah, look, we'll speak to you on the next one.
Joe, thank you, Joe. Yeah. So Joe, I just saw pop up. Thank you. Oh yeah, she's brilliant. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joanna, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Feel free to catch up on the stream after this. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we will probably continue the live Q&A session throughout the month. And just look out for more great content from the Sound of Accra. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you.